Watch this. Watch this.
She was looking. This is a person who's not young.
No.
Oh, hold on. I think we forgot that she's dressed like a banana.
Yes.
None of anything we've said here has been untrue. This is not a bit. This is real.
And then they asked us to make black jokes. They asked us to make black jokes to her.
That's the truth.
And she just wants to...
This is not a joke, people. We're
real. And then they asked us to make black jokes. They asked us to make black jokes.
That-
to make black jokes.
Asked us to make black jokes. They asked us to make black jokes.
I need the money, so we're doing this.
This is not a joke.
Just
Just show them what they gave us.
they gave us this, and they said you could come in covering your junk with these napkins. We just...
She was looking. This is a person who's not young.
My friends and I were hired to do a show, and in that show, they wanted us to tell black jokes. That is why we are making fun of that gig. They also wanted us to strip, because the theater that contracts us also had another show going on at the time called Full Monty, which is a male strip show. So when they went online to order our comedy show, they assumed we were strippers as well. So we got sexually harassed that entire show. A lot. It was actually kind of disturbing. We were pretty young back then, so I didn't think about how disturbing it was till you just posted it again. See, that is why I keep enunciating and saying they wanted us to tell black jokes, because I found this gig ridiculous. They wanted us to break contract and tell those jokes. They wanted us to break contract and be sexual in any way or get drunk with them in any way. You showed your entire ass, Ebony. You showed your entire ass for everyone to see. You're not reliable. You're not credible. You're just desperate to try to prove that I'm racist. And now everyone can see it. Everyone can see how fraud you are. I hope you're honestly ashamed of yourself, because you look ridiculous. The only people posting that video were Zach and his Discord, and they just kept tagging you to see if you were dumb enough to go along. Congratulations.
Previously on TikTok. So my most recent video talks about a certain situation with a certain creator on this app. For those of you who need a refresh.
Not a bit. This is real. And then they asked us to make black jokes. They asked us to make black jokes to her.
That story. So naturally with anything, I take a lot of time to reflect and think about the things that were said in video. Like the fact that Danesh said this.
My friends and I were hired to do a show, and in that show, they wanted us to tell black jokes. That is why we are making fun of that gig. They also wanted us to strip, because the theater that contracts us also had another show going on at the time called Full Monty, which is a male strip show.
So I got a couple of thoughts. So you said at the same time that show Full Monty was also playing. This live occurred December 17th, 2016. And unless I'm missing something, Full Monty ended 1 May 2016. So it wasn't showing at the time. Now, the words across the screen, and also when this person asked if you did the black jokes, you said, I literally wouldn't have been able to if I wanted to because of my contract. Now, that's an interesting response. You didn't do it because it was morally wrong or because it's racist. You didn't do it because you were contractually obligated not to do it. But one more thing. This was posted by your friend Drew Boudreau, who also has some of his videos posted on YouTube. This one, to be precise.
All right, this is for the telephone. Hey, Drew, did you hear about the telephone? Tell me more. Well, it used to come in all kinds of colors. You could get it in red or white or clear.
Why would they ask a group of presumed strippers to do black jokes, do you think? Is it because your improv routine included them?
Wanted us to tell black jokes. That is why we are making fun of that gig.
I can't believe you had your friend delete that video off of YouTube already. You know, this one? And weren't you the manager of that group? Didn't you write that skit? Cause that was really disgusting. Not even close to even funny. And the same could be said about this one in the next video. Is this you? Thanks, Drew. It was kind of hard with the blindfold.
Blackface with her husband.
This is just a reminder that our exorcist was told multiple times by the black community to take BLM out of her bio and to stop profiting off of racism. Because last year black women called her out for wearing this shirt. They said it was inappropriate of her to be using this for something on social media. And her response to that was to post even more inappropriate photos on her social media. And then when information came out that she got married on a plantation, she doubled down and tried to convince everybody that it wasn't, despite there being historical documents and information that it was. This is even an excerpt from an article where descendants of the people who were enslaved by the family that owns that location, they met and they told them how uncomfortable it was for them to be using these locations as wedding venues. Anyway, this is that full article if anybody wants to check it out. But after all that came out, she took her account private, claiming she was being mass reported, never apologized to the black community, never held herself accountable, and still continues to call out racism and collect news articles and news appearances about herself in her bio. This is not advocacy. This is not accountability. This is a white woman centering herself in racism for her own gain.
You know, I find it ironic that someone who is paid to be on stage to crack racist jokes duets somebody who got married on a plantation and was proud of it, in the performative way that they're doing it to try to call out the racism that they themselves have benefited from. Ironic, isn't it?